So Kiki heated. She like, I can't believe you showed up to my doorstep. I'm like, can we talk? She like, no, we can't talk. I don't got time to talk right now. I'm like, look, your lip. She like, don't worry about it. I'm like, can I please see your lip? She like, you want to see it? I'm like, yeah, I want to see it. She like, well, okay, you want to see it? And so she went in the house, shut the door. I'm still standing on the porch. She cuts the porch light on. Come out. She like, there, you see it? I'm like, what are you mad at me for though? She like, you having her side, you being in her face, all this. I don't know if this gonna work. I'm like, wait, what? She like, I don't need to be fighting everybody. I'm too pretty to be doing that. I'm not fighting over no dude. No, I'm not doing that. I'm like, so you're about to stop talking to me because she bumped you and I didn't, it ain't like I've been dealing with her. Like ever since we've been talking, I have not talked to any other female. She like, can you please get off my porch? I'm like, are you serious, Kiki? Are you serious right now? Or you just mad? She like, I'm so serious. I'm dead serious. I'm like, all right, cool. So we over, right? Because me, I wanted a better understanding. So we over? So I'm like, so we over. She like, we're done. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom, she walks back in the house. She shuts her door. I walk off her porch. I look at her car. I was so mad. I wanted to bust her. I wanted to bust her windows out so bad. I wanted to bust her windows out badly. Okay, but I went on ahead. I walked home. All right. As I'm getting in the crib, I see Beth, I see Kenyatta, I see Cody, I see Cynthia. They all on Cynthia's porch. So I look up, but I'm like, I ain't gonna even send her. So Kenyatta like, where your little girlfriend? I thought she probably would be bringing you home. So I'm like, you still going? So she gets up and start coming across the street. I'm like, look, I'm not finna fight you. I'm not finna do that. She like, I don't want to fight you. She like, why you push my friend? I'm like, why your friend muff me? She like, maybe because you was doing something extra. I'm like, so that's what happened to her. I'm like, go on ahead, man. She like, can we talk? I'm like, I'm not finna talk to you. She like, she mad. She like, I swear to God, when I see her tomorrow, I'm gonna do it again. I'm like, do whatever you want to do. She like, oh, I am. So Beth like, hey, ask do Rody Doty got a Philly. Dude, you keep trying to smoke with us. Don't you see a situation? That's how I knew Beth went thorough. You see it's a situation. Why you ain't pop up and come up over there and come get your peoples, right? I'm quite sure y'all was already pre-talking about it already before I even walked up. So boom, I act like I didn't hear it and kept on walking. Front door now opening. I go in there. Marky is sitting on the couch. I'm looking, I'm like, what's wrong with you? He just slouched down like, I'm hungry. I'm like, why you didn't make you nothing to eat? He like, because you said you was bringing food. I'm like, yeah, I know. Bro, you're not gonna believe this. All you hear is ding, 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 ding. He like, who is that? He like, cause mom said that she's staying for 2 more days. I'm like, wait, what? He like, yeah, mom called earlier saying something about dad's sister didn't want him to leave, and so they're gonna do like a 2-day cruise. I'm like, really? So it was a good thing and it was a bad thing, but I didn't believe Mark. So I was like, did Kayla wake up? He like, yeah. He like, he eat noodles. I'm like, who made him noodles? He like, I did. I'm like, you made him noodles. You hear, ling, 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 ling. He like, who is that? I'm like, probably Beth and them. He like, what? He opened up the door. Lord behold, it's all of them. It's all of them. It's all of them on the porch. Is Beth, Cynthia, Cody, Kenyatta friend. All them is on the porch. So Marky like, what y'all want? So Beth like, y'all got to empty, y'all got to dress. I'm trying to roll up. He like, why you don't ever got nothing to roll up with? Why you always asking us? She said, why you always got a problem? He like, could you be coming up here like you are a friend? All you gonna do is go behind our back and snitch. Like, so he going in, right? I'm like, Marky, just chill, just chill. So she like, do you got to empty? I'm like, no. She like, what about your friend? I'm like, ain't nobody here. She like, y'all don't want to smoke? I'm like, nah. I'm like, we good. I'm like, stop ringing the bell though. I'm like, my mama coming back. She like, oh, okay. So Kenyatta like, we your girlfriend. Ah, boom. Just shut the, I slammed it. So he like, yo, what they was on? So if we would have came in, they was going to try to jump us. They was going to try to, because we can go out there. I'm like, no. I'm like, look, I have to tell you. I'm like, okay, Kiki and Kenyatta got into it inside the store. He like, what? So I'm giving him all tea. I'm giving him straight all tea. What happened? Why you ain't call me? First off, everything happened so fast. I wasn't necessarily thinking like, let me call you. Okay? I'm not thinking about that. So the first thing I'm thinking about right now is Caleb noodles. So I'm like, look, after I tell Marky the story, I'm like, look, how did you make Caleb noodles? He like, I made it in the microwave. I'm like, you made his noodles in the microwave? I'm like, and he eating it? He like, that I know of, he ain't complaining. I'm like, he like it on the stove. Let me check on him. So I do. Caleb, I know you hear me. He opened the door. He like, I did not have any clothes on. I had to put on a shirt. What do you want? Did you bring my food? I'm like, no, but I'm like, tomorrow I'm gonna bring you some food. He like, but I'm hungry right now. I'm like, Marky just said he made you noodles. He like, yeah, they're right here. They was in the bowl, sitting there looking cold with a lot of water in there. He like, it's soggy. I don't want noodles. I thought I was getting ribs today. I'm like, I'll make you burgers and fries. He like, oh yeah, burgers and fries, burgers and fries, burgers and fries, burgers and fries. I'm like, calm down. I'm like, I'm gonna make you burgers and fries. I'm like, and I need you to shower. I'm like, did you talk to mom? He like, yeah, I'm sad. Because I was gonna ask her for McDonald's soon as she would have came. I'm like, yeah, Marky said she'll be back in 2 days. Yeah, because Auntie don't want my dad to leave. But mom was already crying on the phone with me saying she want to leave. She's getting tired of being there and that she want to come home in her bed and in her jacuzzi. And she's complaining. So he telling me the tea about mom crying to him. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, after I fix your food, shower. Promise. He like, yeah, promise. Now get out my room. I'm like, okay. He like, and don't take long because I'm really hungry. I'm so hungry. My stomach hurt. I'm like, you want me to kick you in your stomach? He like, it's not going to make me feel. Come on, Rody Doty. You're not smart at all. Mom, right. He shut his door. I'm like, keep playing with me. Keep on playing. So I walk off. Boom. So Marky like, so what we going to do for these few days? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, just really keep cool, really just lay low. I'm like, and I got to work tomorrow. I'm like, I'm finna make Boom Man some burgers and fries. He like, make me one. So I'm cooking burgers and fries, right? I'm cooking. I'm in the kitchen. I just got off work and it's been a situation. We done left early. All of a sudden, it's a bing, bing, ling, 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 ling at the door. So I'm ignoring it. I'm not going to the door. I just know that just bell. So I continue to finish making the burgers. So Marky like, who is that? He coming downstairs like, who is that? I'm like, here go your plate. I'm making Kayla's. I'm like, it's probably Beth. I'm gonna tell mom she keep ringing the bell, asking crazy stuff. He like, man, what? I'm gonna open the door. I'm like, no, don't open the door. I'm like, I don't want the police coming up here or nothing. I just want us to chill. I had a crazy day, bro. A crazy day. All you hear is zzz, 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 my phone popping off. I look at my phone. It's Brianna. I'm like, it's been a while since Brianna hit me up. Marky go open the door anyway as I'm looking at the phone, right? He's supposed to grab this plate. I grabbed the plate, Caleb plate, and I'm looking at the phone debating like, should I pick this up? I haven't talked to Brianna in so long. And you know, it was like, you know, that would have been like a fresh air type of thing. So I went upstairs, I knocked on Caleb's door. I get Miss Burgers and Fries. I did not pick up Brianna call. So she texts me. She say, see, this why I don't call you because you don't pick up. But I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm like, stop it. I'm going to call you. I'm like, I'm making my brother something to eat, right? So all I hear is, Rody Doty, come downstairs, bro. I'm like, hold on. Caleb get his food. He like, I want an orange soda. I want an orange soda. I'm like, ain't none in your refrigerator? He like, no, I drank it all. I'm like, so why you don't restock your refrigerator? It's your refrigerator. It's your room. He like, because that's what you here for. When mom here, either mom do it or you do it. I'm like, so you're not just going to try to do it yourself? He like, no. I'm like, right. Seemed too much like, right. He like, and a straw. I'm like, okay. So boom, I go in mom's room, grab him a pop. Hurry up, run downstairs. When I run downstairs, I see Kiki in the living room. I'm like, wait, what you do? He like, I told you to come downstairs. He like, I'm finna go eat. I'm like, bro. He like, peace, thank you for the burger. I'm like, you owe me. He like, big time. And he walk off. I'm like, why are you inside my house when I couldn't even come inside yours? So you hear Boo Man like, where's my pop? And I want ice too. And I want the orange straw that we get from Disney World. I'm like, give me a second. So I get the ice, pull his pop, get the straw. I go upstairs, house phone ringing. It's private caller. I know it's my mom. It's like, I'm getting tugged left and right, okay, at this current moment. So I'll go ahead, I pick up the phone. I gotta act calm. I'm like, hey, Mom. She like, hey, you home? I'm like, yeah, I got over for a little early. She like, okay, I was calling to check on you. I wanted to talk to Mark for a little bit. She like, look, so did Marky tell you that I'm not going to be there until a couple of days because of your Tita? I'm like, oh, yeah. He told me. She like, what's wrong with you? Why you sound all down like if you lost your dog? I'm like, oh, no, Mom. I'm not down. She like, I know you. What's wrong with you? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm like, I just got done making Marky and Boo Man some burgers and fries. She like, why Marky not making his own food? You ain't nobody made. You just supposed to be taking care of Boo Man. I'm like, he just wanted one, so I just made one. She like, look, I'm going to take care of you when I get home. I want you to keep taking care of the house, holding down the fort. She like, when I get there, we're going to go to Disney World. We're going to go to Universal Studios like we always do. We're going to come back. We're going to get you enrolled into Marky School. You're going to go ahead and you're going to do these few days at the alternate school. So she's just like prepping me, re-talking about it to let me know that we still on the game plan. She like, if you do good, I promise you, I'll get off your heels. You can be able to go outside. We'll get your curfew. We'll talk. She said, it seems like you're doing good. I ain't been getting no call from no neighbors. All right? My mom is talking that talk on the phone. She talking that talk on the phone. So I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear. So, that kind of made me feel like 75% good. Boom, we get off the phone. She don't talk to Marky and she talked to me. We wrap it up. Boom. So she say in a couple of days she coming home. That's cool. So I hang up the phone. She like, so Kiki like, do you have time for me? I'm like, why are you in my living room? I thought we was done. She was like, I was mad. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you drove way over here to tell me you was mad? Because I asked you when I was on your porch, is you doing this because you're mad? And you said you meant it, right? So you mean what you say, right? So she like, I'm just upset because you was taking her side. I'm like, I wasn't. Look, I'm not going to talk about this. I wasn't taking her side. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm like, you said we're done. What are we doing this for? And so Marky come up like, man, that was the bomb. I'm like, you gobbled that down, human garbage disposal. You ate that quick. He like, bro, I could go for another. You should have made me a double one, melted my cheese. Everything that was good. I'm like, I'm glad you enjoyed. He like, you feel like making me another one? I'm like, no, I don't. All of a sudden, Kiki phone going off, right? So she look at it. She like, oh. I'm like, what? She like, this Miss Shirley. I'm like, huh? She like, this Miss Shirley. I'm like, are you going to pick up? I'm like, okay, are you going to pick up? She like, nah, I'll call her in a little bit. And so Marky like, bro, are you going to make? I'm like, I'm not. You make the burger. He like, it ain't going to taste like that. It was juicy season. I'm like, give me a second. I got you. He like, all right, cool. He go back to his room. So she like, I really like you a lot. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't like me. You just broke up with me just like an hour or so ago. So she like, so you want to stay like this? I'm like, you want to stay like this? So I'm like you told me to leave. You was upset. You didn't even let me come in. You got the privilege of being in my house. I'm like, that's not cool. I'm like, and it seemed like I'm stressing you out. And I know I'm just a kid. I don't want to stress you out. She like, I don't even look at you like that. Stop. I never call you again. I'm like, the way you talk to me, she like, how? I've been trying to have your back. I'm always cool with you. I come over. I never just leech off you, nothing like that. I'm like, so she like, so we're really done. I'm like, I just asked you that. And you said, yeah, we're really done. So yes, we're done. So she said, look at me and say that. I said, I ain't gotta look at you. I'm like, come on, man, just leave. So I opened up the door straight up. So she walked to the door and closed it. So I'm like, can you go, please? She like, I'm not going nowhere until we talk. I'm like, yes, you are. So I grabbed the door again. Front door now opening. Open it. This time I opened the door and I opened it all the way. I'm like, can you leave? She like, no. And she walks off in my house, in our home, and go to my room and shut the door. I felt like a visitor. I'm like, yeah, that's my bitch. I do live here. You gotta be kidding me. So I shut the door. I lock it. The bell rings. Soon as I lock the door, the bell ring. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting tired of this. I open up the door because they can't come through that black screen because you know that other door, they got that special lock. They can't come through there, but they can see me. I'm like, oh, it's Raymond. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, your mom back yet? I'm like, no. He like, let me in. So boom, I let him in. I'm like, where your girl? He like, oh, she at the crib. He like, you won't believe what just happened. I'm like, what just happened? He like, I just came up. I'm like, okay. He like, let me show you. So he go to the dining room and he dug in his pocket. We took no bag, no nothing. He dig in his pocket. It's a lot of Zaza. So it's lint, it's Zaza all in. I'm like, wait. He like, look, we was playing a card game. He like, this dude, he put up some of his Zaza on the table. And so you hear Kiki open up the door and she's going to the bathroom. He like, that's Boo Man? I'm like, nah, because you can hear Kiki on the phone. I'm like, nah, that's Kiki. I'm like, she won't leave. He like, what? I'm like, it was a fight at the store with her and Kiara. He like, what? I'm like, real bad. We shut the store down. I'm like, she probably be out there talking to me shortly. I'm like, hold on real quick. So I'm like, go down there and go get Mark. So boom, I go upstairs. I knock on the bathroom door. She like, I'm using it. I'm like, it's me. She like, I'm using it. So I'm like, yo, she about to make me turn up, right? Boom, she opens up the door. I'm like, that was Miss Shirley on the phone. She like, you care? I'm like, who was that on the phone? She was like, my friend. Because I let my friend know I just basically so-called got jumped on. I'm like, so are you planning on leaving? She like, no, not until we took. I'm like, well, my friend right now, we're about to, you know, chief. She like, okay, I'll wait. I'm like, let's just talk now. She like, nah, you just want to get it out the way so you could just do you. You just want to do you. You want to be with that girl. You want to be with Kenya. I'm like, chill out. I'm like, no. I'm like, I wanted to be with you. I'm like, I don't think you want that though. And I'm not finna do this with you. You don't want to be with me, cool. So my phone zzz, zzz, zzz. So she like, yeah, that's probably her right there. Pick up. I'm like, you just tell me don't worry about who was on your phone. Now you I don't need to pick up. So I pull my phone out. I look, it's Brianna again. I'm like, why she keep calling like this, right? But I'm ignoring her, right? So boom, I'm like, look, I'll be back. She like, yeah, okay. I'm finna lay down. Shut my room door when to go lay down. I'm about to get ready to shoot downstairs. Here come Boo Man. He like, I'm finished. My hands. I'm like, how you get all that mustard and ketchup on your hand? I ain't put that much. He like, I need to wash him. So boom, he go wash his hand. I'm like, you need my help? He like, not this time. This should be easy. So boom, he like, what about a snack? I'm like, just give me a second. Let your food digest. He like, you don't need to digest. He like, I'm gonna poop it all out. I'm like, I got you. I'm like, you want popcorn? He like, no. I'm like, cookies? No. What do you want? Ice cream. All right, I got you ice cream. Milkshake ice cream? Okay, milkshake ice cream. Just go in your room. So boom, I'm just trying to get downstairs to see what's going on. So boom, I get downstairs. Marky, they down there so like separated. So Marky like, look, this for us. I'm like, oh God. He like, it's gonna be gone before Mama get back. Look, we can turn all the way up. Turn down for what? I'm like, no. You did enough. You can't turn up nothing. Do you just remember Miss Shirley had to come get you? All you hear is bring, bring. I'm like, that's the house phone. I look, the store is calling the house phone. So I'm like, y'all, that's Miss Shirley. So Raymond and Marky like, pick it up. I'm like, no. I'm like, Kiki shut the store down early. So they're like, what you gonna do? I'm like, oh my God, I gotta think. I'm like, I don't know. So boom, the phone stopped ringing. But then you know that moment when it's back to back? When you raping the phone, when you keep calling back to back to back. Miss Shirley called that bad boy. It wasn't even 5 seconds later, she called again. I was like, yo, oh my God. I'm like, I think we in trouble. So I go upstairs, I run upstairs. Hey, Kiki. She like, what? I'm like, Miss Shirley keep calling the phone from the store.